Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel, especially if it's your first time. We're kicking things off the right way in 2026. Tonight's presentation, we're going to focus on low dollar winners. I've done some videos in the past utilizing the VectorVest software, Unisearch in particular, not just buying low dollar hype or meme stocks. No, we want to find stocks that have appropriate or even better undervalued scenarios presenting themselves going forward, so that way we can take advantage of those situations. On top of that, we're going to focus on earnings. So tonight's presentation, I have some great fish for you we're going to take a look at, and in addition to that, we're going to take a look at some stocks from a video in the past and just take a look at their performance to see the results of that video and show exactly why I want to utilize this strategy again in 2026 to find some potential winners. So if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. So I did a video just over a month ago, November 19th, as you can see here. That video focused on Unisearch and utilizing Unisearch to find low dollar undervalued potential winners. Now, the search results, these were the top 10 stocks in the search results. So I created a watch list utilizing those stocks, right? Now, I just wanted to test the performance of the strategy since the video. So we'll go back in time here, and you can do this on any watch list or, Unisearch, whatever it may be. If I click on the time and date, a calendar box will appear. I'll go back. We have, that's December. We'll go November 19th. We'll select OK. And this will bring in those stocks and all of the indicators here on that date. So I'll go to Quick Test All. Just looking at the performance here, very good so far. You can see exactly why I wanted to kind of do another presentation utilizing the same concept. And we'll go into more detail on this search when we go to Unisearch. So that being said, 9 out of 10 were winners. Of those, only one loser in the list, down 7% here. On average, up almost 20%. Now, I compared it to the Qs. QQQ typically is a good benchmark to try to beat. Almost 5%. So it did a lot better than even the QQQ. If I compare it to the broad market here at VectorVest, we utilize the VectorVest composite. This is almost 10,000 stocks we're tracking. As far as the broad market here, almost 8%, broad market doing very well, even outperforming the NASDAQ 100. That being said, these stocks still outperforming the market in general. So let's jump over Unisearch and focus on tonight's presentation. Now, this is a custom search that I've created, so this will not be in your VectorVest software. Now, in addition to what I did back in November, I did add a couple things and changed a couple things here, but still looking for the same premise. Now, we're still looking for stocks under $10. We want those stocks to be under our valuation. So we want the stocks to be undervalued. Now, I do have selected industries here. If I go to the selected industries, you can see them checked off. I've got aerospace and defense as I scroll down. We're focused on computer stocks as well, services, makers, memory devices, hot space, as well industries within the electrical and electronic space. That includes semiconductor manufacturing and semiconductor equipment. As I continue to scroll down, we've got some financial stocks here selected as well. We have crypto stocks along with SPOCs. We have some internet as well as leisure. And as I continue to scroll down, we have software and telecommunication. So mostly focusing on tech, defense, crypto, things of that nature, but finding value in those spaces, not just going off of hype and news-driven momentum. If you found yourself frustrated in 2025 with your portfolio results and you want to enhance those, potentially making them better in 2026, give VectorVest a shot. For right now, 99 cents. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT to take advantage of this limited time offer. So I'll select OK. As far as the sales growth rate, November video was 15%. So I left that the same. However, this video, I am adding an earnings growth rate. So the earnings growth rate has to be 10% or more. In addition to that, the stock value has to be higher than it was a year ago. As well, the stock has to be greater than 50 cents. So we're still getting low dollar stocks that are undervalued, great forecasted data, both on the earnings and the sales side. The only other difference than the November video was how the stocks are sorted. So when I ran the search, instead of the stocks being sorted by VST, that's our overall master indicator on value, safety, and timing here at VectorVest, these stocks are sorted value divided by price. So we are looking at the most undervalued stocks in the list. So some of these stocks might be under pressure. And if you're trying to make this at home, you can just do a screenshot of this. But once you have all the parameters here, you'll hit run search and you'll see the stocks in the list. I will say, if I scroll down, I did add another parameter, being that the volume of these positions that come up in the search result, they must have a 50-day moving average of volume greater than 100,000 to ensure liquidity. So now let's jump in the charts and see what kind of opportunities present themselves with these stocks. All right, tonight we've got 10 positions coming in from the Unisearch, so we're going to break them down. To do so, we're going to utilize a lot of proprietary indicators here at VectorVest. Now we have the candlesticks. In addition to that, we have our stop price, the shaded in blue line. This is where we get our sell recommendation or buy recommendation from. With price action below the blue line, we can see sell recommendation been in place for quite some time on this position. However, price action was an overvalued territory. If we compare it to the green line, that's our valuation here of VectorVest. Again, not a price target, just what we currently feel the stock is worth. The valuation on the rise over the last 12 months, showing some opportunities now. Now below this, we do have RT relative timing. It just lets us know if the technicals are in favor of the bulls or the bears. Right now, it is in favor of the bears. And we're seeing several retests on this blue line, which is a 20-day EMA. The retest from the bottom end. So I'd like to see some confirmation, a little bit more upside confirmation with price, get above that 20-day EMA, just get some real optimism on this position. Now, as far as the forecasted data, we're looking at the 12-month leading forecast in EPS, earnings per share. Growth rate and earnings will be the purple line as well. We do have sales growth rate here at the bottom. Both of these forecasted data indicators, earnings and sales, on the move to the upside over the last 12 months. Earnings coming in at 18%, sales growth rate 122%. I like the stock. However, a little bit of pressure when it comes to price, right? We notice that sell recommendation here clearly in play. It's an aggressive move. So waiting for some more confirmation to the upside may not be a bad idea. But again, the stock, we value it just over $19, only trading at $5.25. As we take a look at the next position this evening, it's going to be Digital Turbine. This is a stock that was actually in the video from November. It's appearing in this list as well. And not bad. You can see we've looked at it before. It's an ascending channel closer to the bottom end of this ascending channel. A little bit of rejection here right around the 20-day EMA. But look at the value. Value continues to tick higher at $8.75. The stock trading less than $5. The technicals, not that favorable right now. I do like the fact that it's in the ascending channel, but stay disciplined in this ascending channel. Earnings per share, growth rate, and sales growth rate were all negative at one point closer to 12 months ago, but now moving in the right direction. Growth rate and earnings, 30%, sales growth rate, 18%. Phenomenal stock in the technicals, not too bad, but again, just want to stay above this trend line going forward. Taking a look at the next position, we've got BTCS. See, had a level of resistance in here. Look at the value. It ticked up quite a bit, starting to taper back right now. Still in the fours, currently at $4.89. RT relative timing starting to make higher highs and higher lows. Price under pressure right at the 20-day EMA. A little bit more confirmation to the upside needed, but look at the forecasted data. Earnings per share was negative, but now positive, coming in at 3 cents to the upside. A nice turnaround story. Growth rate and earnings on the rise over the last 12 months as well. 31% sales growth rate, 568%. Not bad at all for this position. But again, look at the price action. Volatile position in nature, but I like where it's at currently. Now, here's another one, AMPG. This is Amplitech. For this position, I'd like to see price action stay above 368, this prior swing high. But look at value. Value is taking off. The company improving its fundamentals by recommendation in place right now. Earnings per share, growth rate and earnings, even sales growth rate, negative at one point, But look at the numbers now, 26% on the earnings side, sales growth rate 115%. And as far as earnings per share, 37 cents finally. And with RT relative timing showing some optimism for the bulls, not as nearly as an aggressive catch as some of the other positions that have been coming in the list. As I continue to scroll down, here's BOSC. A lot of consolidation. The top of the range around $5, about $5.25, $5.27. The bottom of the range here, this consolidation around $4.33. We can see price action currently at $4.88 above the 20-day EMA. But look at the fundamentals improving over the last 12 months. Valuation coming at $6.78. The technicals, yes, they are under pressure right now. But as far as the forecasted data, earnings per share, relatively flat at 42 cents, but earnings growth rate with earnings growth rate at 7% and sales growth rate finishing up at 16%. Not a bad stock to have on your radar. Here's another one, DeFi Development Corp. The stock was way overvalued, but now looking over the last year here, price coming back under valuation. The valuation right now currently $10.13 and back above the 20-day EMA. It is below our stop price right now, so no buy recommendation. We actually have not had a buy recommendation on this position over the last year. So very speculative stock, but the fact that it was way overvalued, but now we're starting to see value improve, growth rate and earnings improve, sales improve, earnings per share still negative, not doing that great, but other items improving when it comes to this position. So as long as you're disciplined and okay with more aggressive or speculative stock in nature, might not be a bad one to take a look at. Here's another one. We've got ADTN, price action pretty range bound from about the low $7 to about $10 here to the upside. Currently price action above the 20-day EMA showing some momentum to the upside. RT relative timing becoming a little bit more favorable for the bulls, but look at the valuation. Fundamentally, the stock improving quite a bit. The valuation coming at $11.44, only trading at $9.03. Earnings per share moving in the right direction, now positive as well. Growth rate and earnings was negative, now coming in at 33%. Sales growth rate 23%, not a bad stock. Now here's another one. We've got BitFuFu, FUFU, pretty interesting ticker symbol here. Look at valuation, rising, did drop quite a bit, but overall higher than it was 12 months ago. Price action, upper left, lower right, not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to skip this one. Here's another one. We've got Nokia. Look at this, valuation on a tear, undervalued, chasing value. That's my favorite chart pattern here, above our stop price. So buy recommendations coming into play already, a little bit safer of a pick. I like Nokia as long as it's showing this momentum to the upside, not bad. Forecasted data, 12% on the earnings side, sales growth rate, 19%. Earnings per share on the rise. I like it. Now, as far as the last stock this evening, we do have ASST. Looks like the meme traders took it over quite a bit, way overvalued, but look at the price pressure now. The stock was trading as high as $12. Now it's less than $1. So let's zoom into a 6-month time span. Doing so, value has increased. Valuation coming at $1.14. Could be some potential value opportunities here. A lot of momentum to the downside. Look at the stop price as well. 99 cents currently. So it is under our stop price. So let's see if some of this momentum to the downside can wane. But currently the earnings per share moving in the right direction here. Just negative 0.03%. So the forecasted data is improving. Growth rate and earnings now 11% to the upside. Sales growth rate 57%. So I do like the fact that the company's fundamentals are improving. Now what the system is telling me that this was all hype, right? So if you're familiar with technicals and if you're disciplined, hey, could have made some money here. But now may not be as much hype, but it's actually showing some real opportunities for this position may be on the horizon. And as well, the meme traders has came in before. So you could also get some momentum from that style of trading once again in this position. Now, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's stocks. It looked like there could be some potential fish just scrolling through those stocks there. So I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new and you stuck around, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys Friday night. Take care.